Hi everybody, my name is Laura Rubin. I am a certified clinical herbalist.
And I'm Gwen Pelfini. I'm a licensed psychotherapist, also certified in psychedelic-assisted therapy.
And this is your brain on plants. So we just wanted to go on a hike in nature and connect in deeply. I feel like a lot of people are going through tough stuff right now, including ourselves. We need to ground in. And we want to talk about those natural cycles that we all share, right? Like the cycles of life and
in our relationship with nature and with those cycles within us and around us.
Mm-hmm.
So join us on our hike.
Yeah, come join.
Yeah.
We're talking about wellness.
We were talking about cycles of our flow, our moon cycle, menstrual cycles, cycles of the week, of the season, following Ayurvedic dosha cycles.
That's true.
And ways in which that really, I think, mirrors this mind, body, gut, and emotional wave. It's got that build up, it's got that crest, it crashes and then recedes again. And when we can tap into other types of natural cycles, we can sort of bring a little bit more distance to look at how it is we're feeling, looking, relating.
Wow. It's totally connected to that arc and wave of our emotional energy, and also for an Ayurvedic lens, it's looking at it from the seasonality, right? So winter is menstruation, it's shedding, it's releasing. This is when you need dark, nourishing foods like squashes and kale and hearty soups. And then after your menstruation, you get into this follicular stage. It's spring, it's when our bellies are flat, it's when we're vibrant. That's when you can start projects. That's when you want things like nettles and cleavers to help you detox. Then you get to the summer, to the heat. That's when you're ovulating. That's when your body is ready to maybe prepared to create life, create. And that's when you want some cooling herbs and cooling foods. So like bitter melon, watermelon, these kinds of things that are cooling off, hibiscus. And then you get into that kind of nesty fall time. This is the time you might be constipated, you might be cramping, you're PMSing, and you need that nourishment and comfort. And so all of these are different seasons. And when we think about the moon and the cycles that we are connected to her, this is our own divine cycles that we can nourish, and support.
Absolutely. Speaking to when to optimize these seasons and cycles, when it comes to consuming psychedelics, traditionally there are also times of our cycle when, and with some medicines, traditionally you would not actually, for example, consume ayahuasca. Or with mushrooms, the most optimal time to experience a mushroom journey would be during that spring phase, which you called something specifically.
The spring phase is your follicular phase.
During your follicular phase is when, for a woman, you would want to optimize that time to experience a psychedelic experience in all of the energy that is required and being used, right? You wouldn't want to do that when your window of tolerance, if you think, from an optimal arousal zone in that window, when you have most capacity, right? That is when you want to maximize an experience that is also going to take your capacity, not when your body is working really hard to provide other necessary nourishment. So thinking about it in terms of optimizing your time with other plant and mushroom medicines and treatments, and then also a little tidbit on our relationship with the moon, right? And the power of gravity and our relationship with nature. If we are such 80% at least of water, right? Then we are going to have a pull and at least some kind of relationship in terms of how we feel in relation to moon cycles. Look at tides. Look at how powerful the moon directs and informs that movement. And if you think about the root word of lunatic, right? lunar, when we are in a certain mental state, and just bringing some validity and empathy to what actually is making sense in all of these relational elements.
You make a great point about the validity, right? Because I think a lot of times we're, taught to dismiss our experiences, what we're feelings, and just kind of push them aside. And so this is literally tuning into your gut instincts and your body's instincts and ways that you can support yourself, and understand that every tradition has had practices around the moon, the cycles, and healing. And so you are stepping into your own beautiful energy and essence to practice this for yourself too. Yeah.
Love that.
As we explore the energy between our cycles, nature, and the moon, it's useful to remember that it's all connected and you have power to tap into it.